Task 1. You are going to read the text aloud. You have 1.5 minutes to read the text silently and then be ready to read it aloud. Remember that you will not have more than 2 minutes for reading aloud. Most people enjoy watching the night sky. And the brightest object in the sky is the moon. Every night the moon rises in the east and sets in the west. It takes about 27 days to go around the Earth, and it's an interesting fact that we always see the same side of the moon. The moon is the closest object to the Earth. It would take us only 13 hours to get to the moon by rocket. If we were able to travel at the speed of light, it would take a bit less than 2 seconds. There is a very thin atmosphere on the moon. Life is not possible there. In spite of this, the moon can be used as a base for space exploration and even for space tourism. Some space companies say that they will be able to take tourists to the moon as soon as in 2023. The Earth. Watching. Brightest. The East. Interesting. Thin atmosphere. Exploration. Tourism. Companies. Tourists. Task 1. You are going to read the text aloud. You have 1.5 minutes to read the text silently and then be ready to read it aloud. Remember that you will not have more than 2 minutes for reading aloud.
The mobile phone has become an important part of our everyday life. We can't imagine our lives without it now. Thanks to the mobile phone, we can keep in contact with our relatives and friends at any time. We use them to text and to send emails, to share photos and videos. We can use the internet and listen to music and do lots of other things. However, according to surveys, mobile phone users mostly spend their time on games and social networking. Around 80% of the world's population has a mobile phone. The mobile phone industry is the fastest growing industry in the world. From 1983 to 2016, worldwide mobile phone subscriptions grew to over 7 billion. Mobile phone. Without contact, relatives, the internet. Surveys. Percent. Subscriptions. Grew.
Task 1. You are going to read the text aloud. You have 1.5 minutes to read the text silently and then be ready to read it aloud. Remember that you will not have more than 2 minutes for reading aloud.
Table tennis is the third most played sport in the world after football and cricket. It is considered to be an indoor version of lawn tennis. However, they have a lot of differences. Table tennis has a different scoring system, a smaller ball, smaller rackets, and a smaller playing area. Modern table tennis was invented at the end of the 19th century in England. Very soon, the new sport became popular all over the world. In 1901, competitions with over 300 participants were already being held. According to numerous studies, table tennis has great effects on human health. It keeps the brain sharp and improves the player's coordination. Cricket. Indoor. Version. Lawn. Differences. System. Rackets. Area. 19th century. Competitions. Participants. Coordination.
Task 1. You are going to read the text aloud. You have 1.5 minutes to read the text silently and then be ready to read it aloud. Remember that you will not have more than 2 minutes for reading aloud.
A zoo, also known as a zoological park or a zoological garden, gives people the opportunity to watch animals from different continents. There are hundreds of zoos all over the world. However, most of them are located in major cities. The first zoo in Russia was opened in 1864 in Moscow. It was a small zoological garden. On the opening day, only 287 animals were on display. Nowadays, the Moscow Zoo is one of the largest in Europe. The unique collection of the zoo includes over 8,000 kinds of animals and birds. Scientists study the animals' behavior and reproduction. They also breed rare animals there to stop them dying out. Zoological. Opportunity. Major. Europe. Unique. Scientists. Behavior. Reproduction.
Task 1. You are going to read the text aloud. You have 1.5 minutes to read the text silently and then be ready to read it aloud. Remember that you will not have more than 2 minutes for reading aloud.
The first vacuum cleaner was designed in 1869. Since then, vacuum cleaners have changed a lot. Nowadays, the robot vacuum cleaner is getting more and more popular. This device cleans a house automatically. Following a program, the robot drives slowly around the house and makes it cleaner. It operates with brushes and a tube. The robot is so flexible that it can get under a table or sofa or reach dust in corners. Some advanced models can also wash floors of all kinds. These functions are provided by a complicated electronic system and sensors inside. The vacuum cleaner looks like a plate and can be kept in the corner. It is friendly to children and animals and works on electricity. Vacuum cleaner. Designed. Device. Automatically. Operates. Flexible. Advanced. Complicated. Inside. Electricity.